places.
Get off this island alive!
We're not alone.
Tomb Raider Definitive Edition is a strong action-adventure with smart pacing and a grounded story. Combat stays satisfying, with bows, guns, and crafting rewarding smart play. Exploration pushes curiosity through hidden tombs and optional challenges that reward patience. The island setting keeps tension high, while character growth adds weight to every major moment. Visually sharp scenes and solid performance make long sessions easy to enjoy without fatigue. Sound design and music support each scene and help keep momentum during quiet and intense parts. Wildkeepers Rising builds a lively action loop with smart creature companions, fast combat, and steady progression that keeps sessions engaging. Each area adds fresh twists, enemy patterns, and upgrades that reward planning without slowing the pace. The art direction pops with clear silhouettes and readable effects, while the soundtrack pushes momentum during battles. Controls respond quickly, boss fights test timing and positioning, and the upgrade paths encourage replay runs. As a package, it earns praise for momentum, clarity, and lasting pull. Triangle strategy rewards patience with rich tactical depth and thoughtful storytelling. The branching narrative encourages tough moral decisions that truly impact the outcome. Its pixel art visuals paired with HD 2D design give each scene a classic yet refined feel. Strategic combat feels satisfying, especially when positioning and terrain are used wisely. With voice acting that adds weight to political intrigue, this is a slow-burning tactical RPG that steadily builds momentum into something genuinely rewarding and memorable.
Power to your wings no longer. It wasn't the only thing that mattered to you.
Octopath Traveler II takes everything that made the first game special and refines it into a richer adventure. The 8 characters feel distinct, each with stories worth following, and the way their paths occasionally cross adds depth. The turn-based combat stays engaging with the break and boost system that rewards planning ahead. The world is stunning, with its blend of 2D sprites and 3D environments creating a unique charm. It's a long journey, but one that invites you to sink in, and an excellent soundtrack that ties it all together.
The places you go, the deeds you do, the tale.
VIII, Lacrimosa of Dana, is a fast, confident action RPG with a strong sense of adventure. Combat stays snappy and rewarding, while exploration constantly pushes curiosity forward. The island setting grows richer through smart pacing, memorable music, and a story that gains strength as it goes. Characters earn attention, side content stays meaningful, and progression never drags. A confident action RPG that respects time and keeps momentum high. Boss fights demand smart movement, skill timing matters, and the sense of scale grows without losing focus. Final Fantasy XII. The Zodiac Age brings a fresh tactical edge to a legendary RPG, with the revamped combat system adding strategy and depth. The Gambit system allows for creative party setups, while the license board encourages experimentation. Voice acting and orchestral soundtrack heighten the world's scale and emotion. Visual upgrades enhance the richly detailed environments, a great choice for those who enjoy deep party management, political storytelling, and rich world-building across a sweeping, mature narrative.
Face my wrath!
Has escaped.
The Tale of Bistun is a beautifully crafted action-adventure that weaves Persian mythology into a heartfelt narrative. The storytelling is poetic, with a powerful voiceover guiding you through a visually striking world. Combat is simple but satisfying, letting the story and atmosphere take center stage. The game's pacing feels just right, making it easy to get absorbed in its mysterious emotional journey. It's a short but memorable experience that sticks with you long after the credits roll, a hidden gem for fans of myth and storytelling.
And starting in defense.
VIII is a platformer that mixes retro pixel art aesthetics with current gameplay techniques. It has a variety of difficulty levels, ultra-responsive controls, and exhilarating time trials. Players may compete against friends or climb global leaderboards, explore bright settings, and prepare for dramatic boss battles. The game also has an alternative permadeath mode for those looking for further challenges. The world requires a hero to battle the terrible powers, including Badbeard, who wants the ideal combination of darkness, malice, and lunacy. LootLite is a delightful surprise packed into a pixelated fantasy world. The top-down dungeon crawler is fast-paced, easy to pick up, and rewards quick reflexes and clever strategy. Unlocking new characters and exploring randomized maps never feels repetitive, and the retro art style adds plenty of charm. It strikes a nice balance between challenge and accessibility, making each run feel fresh. What stands out most is how satisfying the loot and upgrade system feels without being overly complicated. A hidden indie gem worth playing. Psychic 5. Eternal hits with old-school arcade energy and clever platforming. The character switching mechanic keeps each stage fresh, while the catchy soundtrack fuels the retro vibes. Environments are colorful and distinct, filled with fun secrets and enemies that push reflexes and timing. It's a faithful tribute to the classic with thoughtful enhancements that modernize without losing charm. Those who enjoy a mix of challenge, nostalgia, and tight controls will find plenty to appreciate in this throwback gem.
Stay alert and always be aware of the flow of events in the world.
The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel 3 delivers a rich, character-driven epic that rewards both longtime fans and newcomers alike. The world building is phenomenal, dense with lore, politics, and heart. Every interaction feels meaningful, with relationships deepening in ways that genuinely matter. Combat shines with strategic depth, offering satisfying customization and tactical nuance. The pacing balances intense moments with quiet, emotional beats that hit surprisingly hard, a gripping journey that commands attention from start to finish.
You have! The embers of war are about to ignite.
If this be your will, this should be fun.
Octopath Traveler is a remarkable RPG that combines classic turn-based combat with a unique narrative structure. Each of the 8 characters has a distinct story that unfolds with rich dialogue and meaningful choices, creating deep immersion. The pixel art visuals paired with a lush orchestral soundtrack evoke a nostalgic yet fresh feel. Combat strategy is rewarding, encouraging thoughtful planning and diverse tactics. This game creates a memorable journey through its well-designed world and engaging mechanics.
Now to seal the deal!
Lay waste to the malevolent, lest the night prevail.
East 9 Monstrum Nox captivates with fast-paced combat, slick traversal mechanics, and a mysterious tale set within the shadowy city of Balduck. The unique abilities of the Monstrums make exploration incredibly fun, while the soundtrack fuels the action with adrenaline-pumping energy. Each character feels distinct, both in battle and personality, and the pacing keeps things fresh without dragging. An engaging adventure that hooks from the first chapter and keeps momentum all the way through. Spirit Hunter Deathmark II leans into slow-burning horror with sharp writing and unsettling imagery. The story keeps tension high through smart pacing and memorable characters, while choices add weight to every chapter. Sound design and artwork deepen the dread without cheap tricks. Puzzles are thoughtful, rewarding careful attention. Fans of narrative-driven horror will appreciate its confidence, restraint, and respect for atmosphere, making each nightmarish moment linger long after the screen goes dark. Replay value stays strong with branching paths.
わかりました。
Corpse Party stands out with its chilling atmosphere, gripping narrative, and retro-style visuals that enhance every moment of tension. The sound design is especially unnerving, pulling players deep into its twisted school halls. Characters are memorable, with emotional moments that hit hard. The pacing keeps the fear alive without dragging, and the storytelling manages to be both disturbing and captivating. Fans of psychological horror and classic JRPG aesthetics will find something special here that lingers long after the screen fades. Super Crush KO is a fast-paced brawler game set in a future city. Players must negotiate deadly robots, save their kitten, and keep civilization safe from an AI apocalypse. The game has lightning-fast gameplay that blends run-and-gun action with violent beat-em-up fighting. To sustain momentum, players can use strong moves like as ground smashes, aerial assaults, and super beams. The bright world finds inspiration in metropolitan cityscapes and pastel skylines. The game offers an adrenaline-fueled experience with quick reactions and strategic combat abilities. Abathor feels like stepping into an arcade-era reborn, with pixel art that radiates energy and a soundtrack that keeps the action moving at full force. Combat is straightforward yet satisfying, giving each stage a sense of weight and rhythm. The challenge balances fairness with intensity, rewarding persistence while never feeling cheap. Local multiplayer adds an exciting layer of chaos, perfect for short bursts or long sessions. As a retro-inspired adventure, it carries a strong sense of fun that makes coming back again and again worthwhile. Dyna Bomb 2 is a fast arcade shooter that rewards quick thinking and smart positioning. Enemy waves keep pressure high, while varied stages stop repetition from setting in. Explosions are punchy, controls stay responsive, and scoring systems push replay runs. Boss fights test pattern reading rather than luck, making wins satisfying. Retro visuals and energetic sound design add personality, turning short sessions into addictive runs worth revisiting again and again, especially for fans of classic score-chasing action and arcade challenges. After Wave, Downfall is a sharp, arcade-style shooter with fast stages and constant pressure. Enemy patterns keep attention locked, while upgrades reward smart play instead of luck. Visuals stay clear even during heavy action, and the soundtrack keeps momentum high. Each run encourages improvement, making retries satisfying rather than frustrating. It's the kind of action game that respects skill, rewards focus, and keeps the adrenaline high long after the screen fades. Boss fights demand quick reactions and pattern learning, giving victories real weight. Mechs V Kaijus is a punchy arcade brawler where giant robots clash with screen-filling monsters in loud, satisfying battles. Combat rewards timing and smart positioning, with weighty attacks that sell the scale of every hit. Stages stay varied, boss fights push aggression, and the soundtrack keeps energy high. Short sessions make it easy to jump back in, while score chasing adds lasting pull for fans of classic action. Visual clarity stays sharp during chaos, controls respond fast, and difficulty ramps fairly, keeping matches fun and replayable.
Humanity will face the true power of the Horde.
Last Beat Enhanced is a slick throwback to classic beat-em-ups with a modern polish. The art style pops with vibrant pixel visuals, and the soundtrack fuels every punch and combo with adrenaline. Controls are tight and responsive, making each fight feel satisfying and skill-based. Co-op mode adds tons of replay value, especially with friends. The added enhancements over the original bring smoother animations and more refined gameplay. It's a joyful, fast-paced brawler that nails both nostalgia and fun in equal measure.
But it's not actually a knife.
No. Tangle Tower is a chilling mystery game in which a famous artist is discovered dead under unexplained circumstances. The primary suspect is a frightening figure shown in an artwork clutching a knife. The tower is a character, with twisting hallways and hidden rooms that echo previous secrets. The grounds around the tower are alive with whispers of the past, with each bloom and shadow revealing a clue to the mystery. As you explore the gardens, you'll come across vocal and animated individuals, each with their own motivations and secrets.
He's an imp.
What does he do?
Well, if you
Teppo in the secret ancient city is a delightful surprise, blending clever puzzles with a charming art style that feels like a living storybook. The level design is thoughtful and rewarding, encouraging exploration without ever feeling overwhelming. Teppo himself is an instantly likable character, and the unfolding mystery keeps you hooked from start to finish. The soundtrack adds a layer of magic, perfectly complementing the game's atmosphere. It's a wonderfully crafted adventure that's both relaxing and engaging, a hidden gem well worth discovering. Wings of Endless feels like a game built with care, carrying a sense of adventure that keeps every moment engaging. The combat is sharp, rewarding precise timing and strategy, while the progression system gives steady motivation to push forward. Exploration has a satisfying rhythm, with new areas keeping curiosity alive. The soundtrack adds a strong emotional layer, matching the energy of each battle and quiet moment. As a whole, the game feels rewarding and memorable, leaving a lasting sense of accomplishment once the journey ends.
Being slept in peace.
Furwind is an action platformer that mixes traditional platform games with vibrant pixel visuals. The game follows Furwind, a young fox who must struggle against the terrible powers that are invading the woodland. Furwind, a teenage Moontail resident, is ignorant of the perilous journey that awaits him. The game features a distinct pixel visual style that allows players to explore vibrantly colored levels. Furwind must travel difficult places full with traps and dangers while utilizing his skills to heal wounds and enrage opponents. Book Quest is a short and nostalgic adventure with a pixel art style that feels like a warm return to classic RPG roots. The gameplay keeps things simple but engaging, with light puzzles and a retro combat system that's easy to enjoy. Music and visuals work well together, creating a consistent atmosphere throughout the journey. It's a compact game that doesn't try to be more than it is, and that honesty gives it a certain appeal. Those who enjoy laid-back adventuring will appreciate the effort. Buried Stars is a gripping visual novel that keeps tension high with its mix of mystery and social deduction. Set inside a collapsed stage during a survival audition show, the game's strong character writing and branching dialogue choices keep every interaction meaningful. Striking art direction and an atmospheric soundtrack deepen the sense of isolation and urgency. Every decision feels weighty, with multiple endings that reward replay. It's an engaging and thought-provoking journey through trust, lies, and the consequences of every word spoken. Army of Ruin nails the addicting loop with smart upgrades, punchy combat, and a steady sense of growth. Each run stays fresh thanks to varied heroes, meaningful perks, and screen-filling chaos that rewards smart choices. Visuals stay clear even during wild moments, while the soundtrack keeps momentum high. It's easy to lose hours chasing builds, mastering patterns, and pushing deeper with confidence. Difficulty scales fairly, encouraging risk without cheap setbacks. Controls stay responsive, menus clear, and progression respects time invested. Botworld Odyssey is a smart, upbeat RPG built around collecting and upgrading quirky bots, with real strategy behind every fight. Battles reward planning, positioning, and smart team choices rather than grinding. The open zones invite exploration, packed with side quests and secrets that keep progress moving. Visual style stays colorful and clean, while the soundtrack keeps a light, adventurous tone that fits the world perfectly. Progression stays rewarding through bot upgrades, gear tweaks, and skill choices that matter in combat and exploration alike. Gal Guardian's Servants of the Dark is an exciting gothic Metroidvania adventure with a fun twist. You control two sisters, each with their own set of skills, and shift between them to defeat foes and solve puzzles. The pixel graphics is beautiful, with ambient subtleties and fluid motions. Combat feels tight, with a variety of weaponry and special techniques to keep encounters interesting. The level design is brilliant, inviting discovery and experimenting. With its nostalgic appeal and current enhancements, this is an excellent choice for supporters of traditional side-scrolling action games.
It's here.
Ninja Issen, the Scroll of Dimension, slashes through with retro precision, evoking the spirit of classic 16-bit action games. Striking pixel art, crisp controls, and a pulsing synth soundtrack make each stage feel nostalgic yet fresh. The dimension-hopping mechanic keeps gameplay inventive, while boss fights demand sharp reflexes. Every level flows with intent, encouraging mastery without frustration. It's a fast-paced, stylish tribute to old-school ninja titles, executed with care and reverence for the genre's golden era. The Last Hero Journey to the Unknown hits the mark with its moody art style, engaging combat, and moody soundtrack. The pacing feels just right, with each area adding fresh mechanics without overwhelming. Enemies are smart enough to keep every battle interesting, and the world design rewards curiosity with secrets tucked in clever spots. Dialogue stays snappy, never dragging down the momentum. Easily one of those adventures that lingers in the mind thanks to its tone, atmosphere, and satisfying gameplay loop. Ninja Slayer NEO-SAITAMA in Flames features over-the-top cyberpunk ninja action and a stunning vintage look. The fast-paced battle is both violent and stylish, rewarding precision timing and merciless effectiveness. Its vibrant pixel art and neon-soaked visuals perfectly capture the chaos of NEO-SAITAMA, while the plot is an absurd yet gripping mix of satire and classic ninja tropes. The game's energetic soundtrack heightens the tension, making each battle feel thrilling. If you appreciate high-speed action and a distinct cyber ninja atmosphere, this is a must-play on the Switch. Graze Counter GM is a 2D shooter with a top-down scrolling mode. Players may charge their counter gauge by approaching enemy bullets, which they can then utilize to deliver deadly assaults. Destroying foes with these special attacks will reward players with stars. When the break gauge hits the maximum level, players can engage break mode to gain a momentary yet powerful firepower increase. The game also has 7 stages, 4 difficulty levels, 4 distinct narrative modes, 16 ship types to choose from, boss rush mode, and a mission mode to teach players the game's tips and tactics. Double Kick Heroes is an exciting rock and metal rhythm game in which players must negotiate 30 levels of mayhem to save their band from a frightening nightmare. Players can combat creatures with their Gundilek in arcade mode. The game includes 30 blistering metal tracks created by a great composer known for both video games and metal. Players may get new gear and modify their Gundilek to their taste. The game has explosions, rebels, militias, zombies, road rage, psychosis, and an apocalyptic atmosphere, providing an exciting experience for gamers. Into the Restless Ruins draws players into a mysterious world brimming with secrets, eerie landscapes, and cleverly designed puzzles. The pacing keeps tension steady, while the art direction creates a sense of wonder and unease. Combat feels fluid, rewarding precision and timing without being punishing. The soundtrack enhances every shadowed corridor and forgotten chamber. As each layer of the ruins unravels, the journey becomes more absorbing. A memorable adventure that thrives on atmosphere, curiosity, and clever design choices. Metal Mine presents an engaging fusion of strategic combat and immersive storytelling that keeps players hooked. The game's world is rich with detail, inviting exploration and thoughtful decision-making. Enemy encounters require clever tactics and timing, making each battle rewarding. The soundtrack complements the intense atmosphere perfectly, while the progression system encourages experimentation. Fans of action and strategy will find plenty to enjoy here, with a compelling challenge that keeps the momentum alive throughout the journey. Death of a Wish is a thrilling adventure that keeps players engaged with its clever puzzles and atmospheric storytelling. The dark, mysterious setting creates a strong sense of immersion, while the intriguing narrative keeps curiosity alive throughout. Gameplay is rewarding and well-balanced, combining exploration with thoughtful problem-solving. The art style and music complement the mood perfectly, making each moment memorable. This title delivers a satisfying blend of challenge and narrative that will appeal to those who enjoy thoughtful, suspenseful games.